Hello, hello, my spirited living friends. Deborah Roth back here on kind of a road trip, Inner Goddess Team week. Very excited to be here with two of my favorite goddess daughters, my nieces. This is Cate in the front, Anna in the back. And it's perfect that I am visiting them. I usually don't do guests, so I'm really excited for lots of reasons, and they're going to help me out today as we do our dance this week with the Divine Feminine. As you know, it's something that we embrace as a part of ourselves, whether we are male or female, completely gender-free. And if you click on the video on YouTube, you will, in the upper right-hand corner, there's actually a video that will go into more detail about what we're talking about when we're talking about the Divine Feminine and why I've been doing these Inner Goddess Team videos every week and who is your Inner Goddess Team and why is it important. So click on that, subscribe here if you like what you see today, and definitely take some of the actions. That's part of what we're doing here, is to really be able to look at the goddesses that I introduce you to, or maybe reintroduce you to every week, and particularly the ones that resonate with you. Call on them for their specific gifts. So this week we've got kind of a really cool double whammy, and whammy's a good word for when we're talking about fire energy. So the new moon in Aries is on April 1st, in just a few days. April Fools! And it just seems like the perfect time. One of the things that I'm made the commitment to do, especially since I'm not doing my new moon circles right now, live in New York, hopefully May Day, which is when the next new moon is. I may actually be able to do it live. But this new moon in Aries on Friday is in a fire sign. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. And in fact, one of the ways that we talk about Aries energy is that it's me first, full steam ahead. You know, it's fire energy, which is very, fiery, which is very much about taking the initiative and taking action and really looking at where we need to get busy and make changes in our lives and getting us off our butts and doing the things that we really need or know that we want to do. So many ways, and you know that this often happens if you've been with me for a while, so many ways that my being here with Anna and Cate and having chosen our Inner Goddess Team person, our goddess this week is Pele. She is the epitome of fire energy. And as you also know, there is usually some of these goddesses I've never heard of before. Pele is one of those ones that most of us have heard of. And especially if you've ever been to Hawaii, you know that she is the volcanoes. We're all wearing some form of red in her honor, thanks to them having lots of red, because I decided to do this kind of at the last minute. So Pele is the fire and volcano goddess. She is who you want to invoke when, as I said, just like Aries fiery energy is about this, she's who you invoke, she's who you call on when you want to create action in your life. So what we're going to do, Anna's going to read you her creation myth, how she came to be in Hawaii. And then Cate's going to share a really powerful, wonderful meditation, a volcano meditation with you. Now, this is, and I've showed these cards before. This is Amy Marashinsky's Goddess Oracle deck, and you can really see the embodiment of fire and volcanoes that Pele represents in that. And this, interestingly enough, she is shown either as a young woman like this, or as an older woman with long white hair and dressed all in white. Now I got to tell you, my beef is that more often than not, we're seeing pictures of her being the cute, sweet, young thing. Well, she's fiery and she's ancient and she's old also. This is after she comes out of the volcano. So I wanted to be sure you saw both of them. And with the three of us, you get embodied the elder, that's me, and the two youngers, and in particular, the two sisters. So, having told you that, Anna, will you please share with us the story of Pele and her sister?
Yeah. So Pele's story begins in the South Pacific. Like the first Hawaiians, Pele came here by canoe, a voyager from afar. She was born on the mystical floating island of Kauai Helani, and the place from which she fled her older sister, the goddess Namakaokaha'I, in one version of this ancient tale. So this version goes, Pele falls in love with Namakaokaha'I's husband, igniting her sister's wrath. And accompanied by several of her brothers and an egg containing her unborn sister, Hayaka, Pele escapes in a double-hulled canoe and flees north, her older sister in hot pursuit. She chases Pele to several Hawaiian islands. On each island, Pele digs a fire pit to build a home, only to have Namakaokaha'I arrive and extinguish the flames, chasing her off. When Pele reaches Maui, she builds her home up on Haleakala in a cinder cone named Pele, which means Hill of Pele. So tall a volcano is beyond Namakaokaha'I's reach. But one day when Pele descends to Hana, her sister is waiting. Pele is still mortal at this point, so when she battles her sister, she is torn apart. The hillside where her bones are buried is called Kai Oi Pele, which means the bones of Pele, quite literally. After the death of her physical form, Pele grows into her god self and travels in her spirit form to the Big Island, where she makes her home to this day. Namakaokaha'I thinks she has killed her sister, but when she sees the smoke on the Big Island, she understands that Pele, now a goddess, is still alive. The moeoleo, the story, isn't over. Pele in her magna form is still creating island, and Namakaokaha'I is still waiting in the ocean.
Thank you, Anna. So you see how totally coincidentally, that's perfect. We have two sisters, the younger one, Cate, the older one, Anna. You'll hear more about that. And like so many of these myths, of these goddess myths, they're so metaphorical and so symbolic. And one of the things when I was researching this that I loved was this idea that their story, the sister story, is like a coming of age story where the older sister is teaching and pushing and fighting and stretching the younger sister so that she can grow into her full goddess self. Hey, you and your full goddess self. Now, all those fights you guys have had, it's all so you can become a goddess, just like your big sister, Cate. So, and I love that all of these have metaphors. And one of the other ones that comes into play is that Pele is considered is the earth. It's an elemental combination of the earth and the water, because Namakaokaha'I, close, right?
Yeah.
is the water. And when you think about how explosive it is when the magma from the volcanoes, and if you've ever been to Hawaii, some of you have seen that, when it comes down the mountain, this molten liquid fire, once it hits the ocean, it explodes again, just like it exploded out of the volcano, into this steamy thing. So I loved all that, you know how I love the symbolic stuff. I loved all the symbolic stuff that came up around this. Let's see if there's anything else I want to tell you about. Oh, and this I just thought was put beautifully, and I'd already talked about it, but no matter where you come from, older siblings have an interesting way of making things tough for the younger person. Sagas like Peles are parallel to our own families. We have beautiful people that we care for, and also amazing debates and fights. Does that sound familiar, ladies? From these lessons, the younger person grows strong. So, a little bit of sibling stuff in here too, which I'm just delighted I can be here with two of my favorite siblings to do this with you. So what I'd love to do at this point, I'm going to ask Cate to share a really wonderful volcano meditation, and this is the same place that the goddess image came from, Amy Marashinsky's dead. I really encourage you to get it somewhere, somehow, because it's filled with meditations for all the different goddesses. But she's gonna take us through a volcano meditation. So make yourselves comfortable.
Sit or lie comfortably. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and release it. Letting go of all that needs to be let go. Take another deep breath. And see a volcano. It can be a volcano you know or one you invent. Let yourself see it, feel it, sense it, smell it. Now let your body become the volcano. How does it feel? Feel yourself connected to the core of the earth. Feel the fire, the molten energy at the core of the earth, vibrating, moving, humming. The molten energy begins to move and expand. First it enters your feet. Feel the liquid warmth. Then it moves into your legs, expanding and radiating energy, vitality, and pleasure. Then it moves into your torso, where it connects with your spine. The warmth moves slowly up your spine like liquid gold, caressing, relaxing, energizing. It feels deeply pleasurable. As it moves into your solar plexus, right above your navel, it radiates out to the rest of your body, down your arms, into your hands, out your fingertips. Now it begins to climb upwards, spreading vitality throughout your body. It moves up your spine to the top of your head, where it erupts and pours down the surface of your skin, energizing and renewing, warming and revitalizing. You feel awake and aware, centered and relaxed, ready for anything. Now feel yourself coming back into your body. Welcome back.
Ooh, don't you love that image of and then having all this glittery golden stuff coming down on your skin? Thank you, Cate. So we're going to close with a chant, one of my favorite chants. I probably say that about all my chants, but it's true. Very fiery one, and I think I sang it. I probably sang it before, but not in a couple years. And I invite you, as with any chant, the idea is to sing it over and over until you think you can't sing it anymore, and to keep singing it, and it becomes a vocal meditation, literally. That's what chants are about. It's a way to really embody with our voices whatever the mantra is, the chant is that we're doing. So this one, and I'm pretty good at remembering, I always botch up the first line in it. Okay. We can rise with the fire of freedom. Truth is the fire that burns our chains. We can stop the fire of destruction. Healing is the fire running through our veins. We can rise with the fire of freedom. Truth is the fire that burns our chains. We can stop the fire of destruction. Healing is the fire running through our veins. We can rise with the fire of freedom. Truth is the fire that burns our chains. We can stop the fire of destruction. Healing is the fire running through our veins. Whew. I hope you're feeling yummy and fiery. I hope if Pele is not a member of your inner goddess team, that you welcome her in and ask for her support whenever you need a burst of fire, a burst of activation and movement and getting something done. If you run into the elder, if you run into the elder version of Pele, the idea is that you need to offer her something. If you go and visit any of her volcanoes, especially the big one on the Big Island in Hawaii, don't ever take anything away. That would be bad luck to take any lava, or there's berries that grow in the lava fields there, and don't eat those. Or if you do, you must first make an offer to Pele. So I invite you to embrace her energy, to embrace her fiery spirit as we move towards and past the new moon, the first new moon of the year, new moon in Aries, this Friday, April 1st, first new moon since the spring equinox, and move into a place of renewal and springtime flowering, springtime, flowering. Think of fire sparking and flowering. Thanks so much for being with us. Thank you, Anna and Kate. So fun to do with my goddess daughters. Mwah. See you next week. Thanks for being here. Bye-bye.